is a little whack. Jesus! This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Oh my word. You guys, it's not good. That was a little gnarly. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing this gorga day? Baby, she is pre-filming. She's in pre-film mode because I'm actually going to Tennessee. Nashville, Tennessee. For 10 days, I'm gonna be filming a show with Snapchat called Coming Out, and I'm really excited about this project. I'm so excited to be able to follow along with some people's journey for their coming out experiences, and honestly, I think it's gonna be just honestly great. I think it's gonna be fantastic, and I'm so excited to be the host of the show, but anyway, that's not what this video is about. Okay. I went and I bought it online. This is Zara's makeup line. I bought literally everything I could on the website that wasn't sold out. I bought it all. I bought it all because I said, you know what? Zara has a makeup line. They have like obviously clothes. They have a home line now, and now they have a makeup line. So I'm like, you know what? How about I buy the products? I just hit my face. How about I buy the products? You guys don't have to buy them yet. I'll give you guys a little review. Let me know your honest thoughts. Nope, I'm letting you know my honest thoughts. I just had some sour strips, so I'm fucking hyper. I will let you guys know my thoughts and let you guys know if I feel like it is worth the money, if it is worth the coin. You guys know I'm very, very brutally honest about these kind of videos. I will let you guys know if it's worth it. As someone who has my own brand, I do know about pricing for certain things, and I always let you guys know the tea and nothing but the tea. Period. But that's what today's video is going to be. We're going to use the products here and we're going to put them on our face and see what we have to work with Miss Zara Beauty Makeup, whatever the fuck it's called. And that's what today's video is going to be. As always, if you guys like this video, if you guys don't like me, please don't fucking watch it. You know what to do with that. But if you guys do like this video, if you guys like seeing me test new makeup brands, if you guys like the gays.
I think I'm gay.
Why do you say that?
It's just that I'm so emotional.
You're not gay.
Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. But yeah, so we'll get started on today's video. Okay, dokie, I have this little bag here. We have a ton of, oh, it has a little price on it, cool. Has a little price on here, $13.90. Small brush blush. What? Small blush brush. Okay, I'm just gonna pull it all out. I have literally as many things as I could buy, I bought. You know what surprised me? I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of surprised at how many things were sold out from the website. It seemed like people were excited about this, which I'm not saying that it's weird to be excited about it, but it's so new that I was like, wait, like I didn't even realize it had launched and it was already sold out. So many things were sold out on the site. So I'm like, okay, can't buy it all. I would have loved to, but I couldn't. I just bought everything that I could find that was available still. So we have brushes, we have an eye palette, we have metal foil, loose pigments, matte lipstick. We have a bunch of stuff that will actually work for the full face. So we're gonna be trying them out. We have some bronzer. All right, let me open these brushes real quick. I will say that the unit carton to me is very cute. I'm not gonna lie. I like that it's just a slim line. It has Zara here, but it has like that oil embossed effect and it feels really, really nice. Which I mean, it looks luxurious, it looks nice. I like the packaging. It has this cute little thing that didn't work at all. You guys know I love when brands do like that like perforated thing that to open up packaging. Just something about it turns me on. Okay, so this is the brush. I like the handle a lot. It looks nice. It feels soft, but I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the black bristles. It feels pretty soft, but okay, we're shit. I feel like they should be more packed. This is very loose, and it doesn't seem like as nice as I thought it was going to be. The ferrule in the handle is nice, I will say. It feels good. It's not weighted very well. That's just from my first impression on the brushes. We'll see how they actually use or how they work. The brushes, by the way, range from like $8 to $13, $15 brushes, so they're not like super cheap. They are a little higher than I was expecting for brushes though, especially with like that bristle. Like the bristle is not very elevated. Cool, open the brushes. So let's go ahead and start off, you guys. I'm going to prime my face, put some foundation on, and set my face really quickly. And I'm gonna go in with the products that we have here that are not, you know, that. We don't have foundation, we don't have anything like that, of that sort, but we do have like this little like face palette. We have some we have a bunch of other things that we're gonna try out, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna go glam up this face real quick. Okay guys, and we are back and the face is on. We're back and the face is on. Can you imagine I talk like that? Like for reals. I already feel like I could have an annoying voice sometimes, so imagine me talking like that. Y'all would kill me. Y'all would kill me. Okay, anyway, so we are here with the base. The base is on. I have my concealer, I have foundation, I'm primed, everything. I'm good, I'm powdered, I'm done. So now we're going with our cheek products from Zara. We have these two right here. We have our little cheek color 3-in-1 refillable cheek palette, and then we have a refillable bronzer. What I do like about this situation with Zara is that all their packaging is like refillable. You can buy like inserts for it, which I thought was actually pretty cool, that you can like buy inserts. So the bronzer itself is $19.90 and the trio is $25.90. So I do think that the pricing is like mid. I feel like it's mid pricing. It's not high-end pricing, but it's not drugstore. So it's definitely more on the mid-spectrum side, which I can appreciate. The packaging actually looks really nice, I will say. This is the packaging right here. It's very plain. And oh my God, you guys would not even be able to see this. There is a little white Zara right here. You guys can see, I'm assuming, because it's literally, it says Zara on it. And there's no color on here. There's no like anything. So this is the bronzer. So this is what we got here. I do find it very strange that there's nothing on the packaging. Like, what if you got multiple ones of these and like it's literally the same shit? I don't know. It's weird, right? I'm like, I would like for there to be a name on it at least. This is Impeccable Touch and this shade is Light Bronze. So the fact that they don't have the names on the palettes themselves or like the packaging is a little weird. It's a little weird to me. Like, where is the, then that's so weird. I don't get it. And this is the little trio right here. This is a very little amount of product for the price. It's $25, $26, and this little product, absolutely not. Well, let's go with the bronzer. The bronzer I felt was pretty fair priced. I'm gonna take this blush here. Oh, she's powdery. Oh! Jesus! Oh my word. Did they even press this? Okay. We're just gonna go ahead and bronze up the skin, the temples. I like the color. I feel like it has like a nice neutral tone to it. The color itself is pretty and it's blending nicely. There's a little bit of sheen to my skin. It's a sheeny type of bronzer. I was scared that it was gonna be overly pigmented, but it blends nicely. I will say it blends nicely because there's that sheen to it. Okay, I think it's a little too shimmery. Okay, listen, I actually enjoy, I will say, I enjoy a little bit of shimmer on the forehead because I feel like it's a very summery moment. I just didn't expect this much shimmer. I just wasn't expecting it when I'm expecting it, period. When I'm not expecting it, oh, right. Color's gorgeous. Sheen's a bit strong. I think you just have to, be prepared for that. Just be aware. We just have to be aware that the sheen is strong.
The sheen is strong with this one.
Shimmery bronzer. We're gonna do a little bit on the cheeks, just a little bit. See, I like how it goes on. I feel like it blends nicely. It's definitely that shimmer that's helping it blend. Blends nicely, goes on super easily, super effortlessly, which I very much enjoy. Just didn't expect it to be as shimmery as it was. Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Brush, I don't like. It's whatever. It's a hair flip.
It's a hair flip.
It's not worth the price to me. Brush is just like very plain and it's very, very loosely packed. Like it's not a high quality brush. Ferrule's cool. The handle's cool. I want a little ham. I will say though, it does blend nicely. The product blends nicely. I think the color's really, really pretty. Just wasn't expecting the sheen that hit my skin that heavily. But it is pretty. It is pretty. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. It's a little bit really intensely powdery when I swatch it. Jesus. Bitch. It's just a lot. It's a lot. It's very powdery. There's a lot of kick up on it. I'm more of a fan of bronzers that are packed a little bit harder. And you can just have more control with it usually. Luckily this one, because it is so light, I was able to build it out and blend it nicely. But if it was any darker, it would have been a nightmare. So be aware of that. With the colors, like I didn't realize how loosely it was pressed. It's like shockingly loose. And the bronzer in here as well, it has a sheen to it as well. All of them have a sheen. So let's go with this little blush here. I do not like when this is a situation. I do not like that there's a little sliver for the blush. What blush brush am I gonna use that's small enough to fit in here? Highlighter, it's fine. It's a highlighter, it's like small. The fact that I need to be this careful to not dip into the bronzer and the highlighter is a little whack. That's just my personal opinion.
That's my opinion!
Okay, she's there. She's coming through. Literally barely, and there's so much shimmer to these products, you guys. A lot more sheen than I was expecting. Much more. This one is not nearly as pigmented as the bronzer is. This is a lot more like taking some building, which I do like. I enjoy more of a building kind of bronzer. I just heavily, or maybe is it shimmery because it keeps dipping into the highlighter too. I don't know. That's why you shouldn't have them so close together. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't do that. How about that? If any other brand is watching this, please don't put them this close together where a blush brush can't fit into the blush. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. We got it there. We built it up 3-4 layers later. It's very, very high shine. It's not like one of the blushes that like is a lot of color. It's definitely more on the sheen side with a little bit of a pink tone. Color is very pretty. Let me swatch it for you guys so you can see what it looks like on my finger, so you can see the color. See this? So it's like a very soft, peachy pink with a subtle gold undertone. See this, how it just kind of blends into a shimmer? If you're into shimmery blushes, I think you will live. Same with shimmery bronzers, I think you'll live. It's just a lot of shine for me personally. It's just a lot. You know, let's take this brush and take some of the highlighter and just kind of see. It's very powdery too. All the products here are super, 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 super powdery. I'm taking this shimmer for the cheekbone. It's cute. It gives us a nice soft sheen. By the way, I'm gonna insert a little bit of a clip on my phone so you can see what the product looks like in pan when you dip into it a couple times and how like disrupted it gets, because it's kind of a disaster. What the hell is going on here? They're pressed too light, honestly. At the end of the day, they're pressed just way too light. It's a pretty reflect for sure. Looks nice. It's not... Let me see. You know what? I don't like the highlighter. I feel like it just sits right on top of the skin. It doesn't melt into the skin. It looks super powdery. Definitely emphasizes my texture. Most highlighters do, which is fine, but it's not like the type that like blends in effortlessly. It's so powdery, and it gives like this weird cast. I don't like it. They're all pressed way too soft. Do you guys see how like everything just kind of looks like it's just sitting on top of the skin? Nothing's like really melting in. Just like almost like a shimmer bukkake. Shout out to Teresa's dead. That's why I said bukkake. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think it just sits on top of it. Looks really just overly powdery. I'm gonna try to see if I can melt it down and see if that'll help a little bit. I'm gonna pack that in. Yeah, that's better. But then now see, suddenly like the shimmer just completely went away now. It's not even there. I don't like it. Don't like it. I feel like it's super powdery and chalky. Super powdery, super chalky. Not a fan. Not a fan whatsoever. So the face products were not the best for me. The bronzer I liked a little bit more. Like the single bronzer, it's just a little bit more shimmery than I like to go. For the cheeks, I don't mind a shimmery bronzer on the forehead. I actually don't mind it at all because I already highlight my forehead. But on the cheeks, like here, I don't like when they're super shimmery. Don't like that for me. So I wouldn't say that they're great. The trio is definitely not worth the money for sure. But if you wanted to try the Zara makeup, if you want to try the bronzer, go you. You're not going to be disappointed unless you're expecting something matte. It's not matte, has a shimmer to it, and that's just facts. So I'm going to go and move on to the eyes now. I'm going to do my brows off camera and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we are back and the brows are filled. Back and the brows are filled. Back and the brows are fluffed. Back and the brows... Okay, anyway, we are doing more of a fluffy brow. As you guys see, it's fluffy. He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die.
He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die.
Anyway, I just like a thicker, fluffier brow. I'm just liking that more. It is what it is. But anyways, you guys, so I forgot to mention, by the way, that the products that I was using earlier, I checked the boxes and they are made in Italy, which I think is just like a random cool side note that they're made in Italy. They're not made in China or US. Made in Italy. So I pulled out, you guys, I grabbed this palette. This is the Eye Color in 6 Rain of Green. It was the literal only color available. The only palette left to buy. And this is what it looks like. Same exact packaging as the bronzer thingy. And this is what they look like right here. Couple colors. It was $25.90, so almost 26 bucks for 6 shades. I don't think that's bad. I don't think it's terrible. I don't like the color story at all. I really don't. It's not cute to me. There's one matte and 5 shimmers, and the matte is a weird taupe. That's the color of the matte. Okay, so I'm gonna just swatch the shimmers. I'm just kind of curious to see what they feel like. Ooh, that looks nice. The green is pretty nice. This like metallic-y jade is what they look like. They swatch okay. They're not like the best. They're definitely not the best shades I've ever used, but they're not bad. They're not bad. They're just a little chunky. Again, they're all in that same like chunky realm. They just feel a little powdery, a little bit chunky. They're just not the nicest like when you swatch them, but they feel nice. They feel nice. They're just not super nice when you're swatching. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go ahead and do some matte into my crease, make kind of more like a pride fun look going on my eyes. And then I'm gonna go and use these as like a topper and put them onto the lid itself. What do you guys think about that? I think that would be cute. I'll do like a little eye moment. I forgot about these, the metal foils. These are $12.90. I forgot about the metal fucking foil. Let's see, $12.90 metal foils. They're like a liquid. I'm assuming they're like a little bit of a liquid mermaid. They're a glass bottle. Okay, glass bottle, also made in Italy. So the whole line essentially is made in Italy, which I think is pretty cool. But we have here, metal foil charisma. Let's swatch. I'm just kind of curious. What the fuck? Oh, okay, okay. When you open and close this, the amount of product that shoots out of the bottle, I'm going to literally scream. I'm not kidding. I'm going to fucking scream. They're loose. They're not... Who the fuck would do this? Who would dare do this? Basically, they're a loose. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Dead ass. Look at the top of it. How much product gets wasted, and when you put it in and out, it shoots out. Look at all my hair against black. Okay, ready? Look at my hair. I have literal loose pigment everywhere all over my desk. I thought that it was going to be a like liquid molten glitter, very like Stila vibes. Like remember back in the day, like those Stila vibes? I thought that's what we were gonna see. The fact that they're loose and they're coming in that component is delusional. It's delusional. Do not. Some means they're gonna have no adherence. You have to use a glitter glue kind of vibes to actually pack it on. They're a very dirty product, so just as a little heads up. Little side note, if you will. Okay, I'm gonna go and do some shadows on my eyes, and I'll come back to add these to the top so we can kind of see what they go on like, because I'm kind of curious. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I just put on some matte shadows really quickly just to kind of go around the shimmers that we're gonna be applying. I'm using, of course, Life's Drag Facelift to apply these shades. That's what this is right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the pinky of the two of the shades. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna add a little bit of a sticky lid base to put that on top of, because it definitely is gonna need something to stick to. This is a lot darker than I was expecting. Oh, this might be the worst idea in all the land. You guys, it's not good. It's pretty, but it doesn't even like have like a really foiled effect. And that's with like a sticky base. That's not good. Yeah, a little bit more of Kiki and Snatched in my crease to blend. Not good, fam. I don't like that product at all. So now we're going to go in with this little palette, and I'm gonna go in with this green shade between the yellow and the green, and just kind of see. That's gonna be our little diffusing color into the green a little bit, into the yellow. That one's not as bad. That one's definitely not nearly as bad. Give it a nice little sheen. The shadows in the palette aren't as bad. They definitely like swatch pretty okay, but they're not the best. They're not the best, I'm not gonna lie, but they're not terrible either. So it's definitely a hit or miss, slightly on the chunkier side, but I don't despise it as much as I despise these. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the eyes off camera and try to save this look. Wish me luck, because I do in fact need luck. Okay guys, so we are back. We got a lash on, we got some liner on. Honestly, this is what we got it to. I feel like it's definitely more on the saved side now. I added some black liner, a black waterline, really intensified everything a little bit more, and I feel like now she's pulled together. I also added Full Fantasy on my lid to cover up this. Just to kind of give it a little bit more of a pop, a little more of a wetness that I was actually expecting originally. Didn't happen, so I added Full Fantasy on top to kind of give me the pop that I was going for, and a little bit of black in the crease as well. So this is what we got. I feel like I like it a lot more now than I was. I was a little scared, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little scared. I was a bit scared.
How many people were scared? Me too. I was really, really scared.
Now we're gonna go in with our final product, and that's gonna be the lip products. These guys retail for $15.90, almost $16. We have a satin lipstick and a matte lipstick, made in Germany for the matte lipstick and made in Italy for the satin. All right. So we're just going and toss these on and just kind of see what they look like. I grabbed two nude colors because I was just kind of curious. So it comes with two separate things right here. I'm assuming you just plop it in. Okay, see that? Plopped it in. Boom, boom, boom. Has Zara embossed on it, which I really, really like. I like the component of this too. Has like a soft magnetization. I really like this. This is probably the one I like the most aesthetically. This might be my favorite thing. I like the magnet, I like the component. It's heavy, it's weighted. Feels nice. It actually feels worth the money for sure. I'm gonna swatch it. Ooh, swatch is so creamy. Holy shit. See that? That was a little gnarly. I like that. Okay, cool. That was the matte one, and it honestly feels kind of incredible. And now we have the satin shade in here. Same thing. Has the Zara on it. Let me swatch this bad boy. Oh, I like this. It feels nice. I like this one. This is in the... What shade is it? This is probably the biggest annoyance, to be honest, for me. The fact that they don't have shades on it, which does make sense, actually, when you think about it, because everything's refillable. Does this have the shade on it? This doesn't even have it either. It makes sense, but it's also annoying. Just because something makes sense doesn't mean I'm not annoyed by it. I'm still annoyed by it, you know? So we're gonna go and use the satin lipstick on the lips today. Let me grab a little lip liner. A little lip liner. Okay, guys, so we are lip lined. Now let's go ahead and try out the satin lipstick. It's like one of the nude ones. It's actually really pretty. Actually really pretty. Okay. It's not pigmented really. It's like a soft sheen, soft pigmentation. Even when I swatch it here, you can see it has like a creaminess effect. I wouldn't even say it's a satin, to be honest. Satin would not describe this to me. This is like a cream sheen kind of effect because it's not very pigmented and it's extremely creamy and has a high shine. So I wouldn't say it's satin. I think satin is the wrong descriptive word. Satin is like a combo of creamy and matte. It has like that combination of a satin finish. This is definitely more on the creamy, shiny finish. And then we have, of course, the matte one right here, which if you guys were to swatch it, you guys will see much more pigmentation right away. Pretty good. I'm impressed with lipsticks. The lipsticks I am not mad at, especially for the price point. It's $15.90. I think that's actually really fair. It's a nice component. The formula feels great. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at something. Okay, you guys, and that is it for today's video testing out the Zara makeup line. Zara's new makeup line. What do we think overall? What did we think? I think overall from the things I tested here that were on the website, all the things that I bought, I would say as a mutual consensus for me, overall, not really worth it, not really worth the price point. Didn't absolutely love it like I thought I would. Didn't love it or really like it that much like I thought I would. The thing for me that was the saving grace were the lipsticks. I thought the lipsticks were gorgeous. The matte formula was stunning. The satin formula, even though it's not satin to me, this is like a cream sheen finish. It doesn't describe as satin. It's not satin. It's not satin, but it's a really, really nice formula regardless, even though it's not actually satin lipstick. It's like a creamy formula. Thought they were great. The component was stunning. It's nicely weighted, feels really, really good. The formula feels really, really nice and feels really lightweight and just feels very pretty. Lipsticks were great. The flop of the video were definitely the metal foil loose pigments. The fact that it's a loose pigment in a component like this is so not a good idea. It's so messy. Even applying a loose pigment with that kind of applicator is a terrible idea. Terrible idea. Either use your finger, use a really flat synthetic brush to pack it on, wet it before so it really has a nice pop. I hated it. I really, really hated it. There was no saving grace about it. Other than the aesthetic of the packaging, that was the only cool thing. Other than that, super, super dirty. Would not recommend at all. The powder products, bronzer was okay. It wasn't bad. It had a nice effect. It blended nicely. I would definitely be careful with it. It has a sheen to it. I would definitely go lighter with it because I can definitely tell that if you were to, apply a bit of a darker color, it goes on super intense because they're so softly pressed. I don't like formulas that are super softly pressed when it comes to bronzer. So if you don't like that either, I don't think you'll love it, but it definitely is a nice effect on the skin. Same with the blush and the highlighter. Didn't like those as much. Pressed too soft, had a weird effect on the skin. Didn't like how it looked unless I literally put a ton of setting spray on my skin and patted in with that. Didn't like it. Gave a really weird film. Didn't really settle into the skin nicely. Didn't like it at all. The palette was okay. The palette wasn't terrible. The shimmers were pretty decent. They were a little bit on the chunkier / chalky side, but they had a nice effect. They did look really, really pretty and it had a good payoff. I would definitely say it had a good payoff. So that was definitely more in the middle realm for me. But overall, brushes, they were okay, gorgeous looking. Hate the black bristles on them, just don't like it. I think this looks like just really weird to me, the bristles. Ugh, I don't like it. I don't like the bristles at all. The brushes were okay. They were okay, not really worth the money to me. They aren't weighted very nicely and I just don't like the effect and I feel like they should be packed heavier with bristles. Didn't love those either. So I would say the only thing I really actually did enjoy were the lipsticks. So if you guys were thinking about potentially getting the lipsticks, the component's really cool. I'm sure the refillable moment is gonna be really, really nice in case you guys don't want to toss the component. I also don't like the fact that there's no names on anything. It makes sense because everything's refillable, but it's still annoying, especially if you were to get multiple things. You would not know what it is. You have to open everything to find what you wanted, which I don't like. So overall, wasn't super stoked about the brand. Not the most impressed when it comes to the line overall, but at least I'm here to try it out for you guys, let you guys know what I think. If you guys like all this stuff, awesome, go you. That's your prerogative. You can like whatever the hell you want to like and you want to spend your money on it. Spend your money on it, all good. It's just my personal opinion. Didn't love it. Did like the lipsticks a lot, but other than that, didn't really enjoy it. Not really. I wanted to. I like Zara. I like shopping at Zara. I buy Zara clothes and I wanted to enjoy the line, but I just didn't. And I thought they could have done a lot better with it. Aesthetically, it looks all really, really chic and pretty, but there's definitely a lot of hiccups. It's their first launch. Maybe it'll get better along the way, but there's definitely some hiccups along the way. But anyways, you guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you had fun watching it. Have a great rest of the night or day wherever you guys are, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. I love you. Mwah. Hello.
Hey guys.
I hate when it's not even. Oh. Like the two edges need to be even. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little scared. Also, my nose contour today. Bitch, whose nose is this? That ain't my fucking nose. Sharpener, anywhere? No? Sharpener, anywhere? Where's my fucking sharpener? Where's my sharpener?